Hi everyone, so I think I've worked out how to do the forestry now. That trailer seemed to be glitched for some reason. I restarted the game and now it's absolutely fine, so don't know what was going on there. But, a bit of an early start today, we are going to go and check up on our cows. So we've got some manure that's starting to pile up there, and eventually we'll be able to do some manure spreading. Not sure if the slurry is still filling up or not, but I prefer the manure anyway. They've still got some bedding, so that's all good, but I want to get some more feed in here. So we'll be doing that later on today when we'll be mowing field 40 just over there. But they have still got feed here, so they're not going hungry. And yeah, milk production is getting a lot better now. So things are looking brighter. But anyway, just a quick check up there. I want to go and do that forestry. So I'll just park this here and we will shift this tree. Oh, look at that, it works. Right, so I'm probably not the best at using this, but I'll try my best. See if we can pick up some logs. Ooh, still a bit heavy, I think, and still a bit long. Yeah, I think I'll trim this a bit. Okay, so just grab it and then we can cut that in half again. Right, let's grab a chainsaw. I wouldn't think it is too big, but it must be. Where's my... there it is. That should do it. Can we do it now then? Not gripping it too well there. Not gripping it too well at all. Don't know what that's about. Anyway, let's see if we can get this one in the trailer there. Apologies, my cat is crying at me. So yeah, we've got one in. See if we can get some more in. Still working out how to use this thing. We may have to just drive forward a bit without hitting that. Oh, should have moved that. Okay, my cat's just gone right up towards my microphone, so if there's a loud cry in a minute, then that's why. She has got in the way of the screen. Shame I don't have a camera film in here. Right. See if we can get this one in. Wow, these are long. I never realised. Bit too long. Bit too heavy as well. Okay, we're still failing at forestry. Yes. I didn't realise when I was cutting these that they were going to be quite so big. Oh, I'm still working out these controls. There we go. Okay, we're getting the hang of it now. Let's pick up this one. Might be easier actually, this view. You can't judge your distances as well, but oh. Sorry about this. Okay, we've got another one. Right, okay, so there is a few more, quite a few more. I will pull forward again, and we'll have to cut this one up a slight bit. We will, oh, it might be alright. No, it's pushing it. Okay. Really need to get the hang of this. Problem is getting them lined up with the trailer. Please don't fall out. Thank you. Okay, yeah. See if we can get enough money off this to buy that mower, which I'm desperately wanting to do. Everything seems reversed, all the controls seem wrong in some way. Oh, we're flying now. It's harder like now when you haven't got as good a view. Right, it's even got the power to pick up the tractor. Hang on, shouldn't the tractor's engine actually be running if we're using this? Where's the hydraulic power coming from? That seems weird. Oh. That's quite a big one actually. Hey, I'm getting the hang of this. Quite impressed. Probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but not doing too badly, I wouldn't say. Bit of a rough start there, but I'm sure things will improve. Let's get the last one then. I quite like this angle, this camera view. Makes it easier. Brilliant. Right, well, I think what we'll do is we'll go and sell them. Not a full load, and they all seem to be hanging off the back a bit, but hopefully we'll be alright. Oh, we've missed one. We've missed one. Let's just get that. Don't want to be leaving bits around. Oh. This tool's actually pretty useful, I would say. Nice thing to use. Well, we don't have enough reach. Thought we were close enough. Not quite. There we go. In you go. This way. In you go. Hopefully that won't fall out. Okay. Oh. Let's go and sell it then. I'll be upset if they all come flying out. Wow. You can feel the weight. Got to take it steady. Why is it? It's pulling me. Could be that I might need to retract that crane a bit. Might be causing a few issues there. Seems to be making the tractor wiggle. It is. It's, whoa, 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 whoa. We'll just pull that in a bit. Don't know what's going on there. Still wiggling, but crikey. Is the tractor not heavy enough? Does it need a front weight? Seems strange. Could be. Could just be that all the logs have been loaded at the back and they need to be at the front. That probably doesn't help at all. Okay, let's sell these and see what we can make from them. Okay, so we're on £6,000 in fact, and we're going to get that down onto. You can simply drop it in the mill pond. Straight and long pieces get you more money than short and bent ones. Oh, that's interesting. Don't pull the tractor. 25,000. Wow, we can buy that mower now. No, we can't. Slightly underestimated the price of that thing, I think. Wow, I never knew it was 52,000. Oh dear. That's a bit of a shame. We might have to buy the Novacat. That seems a bit steep. We'll buy the Novacat. Didn't want to, but haven't really got a lot of choice here, I don't think. What we'll do is we will put this just on the outskirts of that forest, and then we'll go and pick up the Novacat and then get the other mower which we already had. Stick that on the front, probably take the front loader off, and then we will start mowing field 40. That's probably the best bet here. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I couldn't get that double mower, but 52,000, not the price I was expecting to get, but definitely doable. How have we just... Oh right, yeah, we just bought the mower, didn't we? I'm cracking up, ignore me. Let's just put this in here. Just drive in here. Won't be needing it again because I'm going to get some more wood later. And let's go and buy... No, let's go and collect our mower. Bit of back and forth at the moment. Going to the shop and that. But that's the problem when you got to buy this machinery. And I want to get that field done today really, because I don't really want to have it dragging over to another day, because I want to get it all swathed up and swept up. And I want to give those cows some feed, and I also want to get the silage clamp filled up a bit as well. So that's the reason why I want to rush and do that. Let's see, oh here it is. I can't remember where I put the mower. Where did I put the mower? Is it at the other farm? I think it's at the livestock farm. So I can take the front loader off at the livestock farm. I will drop it off at the manure pile, and then get the mower on the front. Being held up by the slow traffic again. Let's see if we can get past. Not sure why it's quite so slow, the traffic. They do seem to drive abnormally slow. There's the mower, so that's one thing. Oh, don't want to drop that. There we go. Okay, we'll put that on the front. That will act as a front weight as well. And let's commence our mowing. It should be more effective now because we're running two mowers instead of just the front one. So it should be a lot quicker. Now the field boundaries obviously aren't visible now because the whole thing is grass. Originally it was just soil, so I'm going to create a boundary here because we don't want to be going too far. It's a big field. Look at the size of it. Massive. We might not need to cut all of it. So we will just do what we need to do, I think. Yeah, it's working well. Not really sure where to go to, about there I think. Like I said, the field is a very large one. It's not the biggest in the map. 22 seems to be the biggest, but it's not the smallest. And if we're not running the double mower, then it's going to be quite a job to do. So I think about here Should be alright. We will do the rest, but we don't need all that at the moment. I'll do that when I have the double mower. It shouldn't take too long to grow back, so if we ever need any more, we've always got some. Yeah, it's working really well. Not the ideal setup ever, but it's better than just running that front one. At least we've got a bit more extra on the side. There's a bit of overlap. Oh, don't want to miss our boundary. A bit of overlap, but not too bad. We're definitely going to have to get this all lined up. Now I think I should be going up the other side. It's probably going to be a lot easier, because we won't be missing bits. See, it's making a bit patchy because I'm overlapping too much. So I think we'll come back down this side and go up the other side. That's probably our best bet. You can actually do it at quite a pace actually, 13 mile an hour, running 2 mowers. Pretty good, I would say. It's not going to take too long. I thought it was going to take hours. Might be able to get it lined up today as well. That'd be good. The boundaries will become clear. We might miss a bit here and there, but it shouldn't be anything too drastic. I wonder what it's like in the cab. Yeah, pretty good. Good visibility. I think we're just going to continuous loop. Probably easier. Because then we can just keep going around in circles, and then we'll always have this one on our right, so we can always see what we're doing. Don't want to miss too much. So the milk production is doing much better than it was. When it gets to midnight every day, you get paid for whatever your cows have produced during that day. And originally I was getting unnoticeable amounts of money. Nothing compared with my maintenance of machinery. And now it's about 3,000 just from giving them that straw and a bit of feed. So if we can get that productivity right up and then buy a load more cows, then we're on the right track. That's my plan anyway. Yeah, I have to admit this does not look very nice to look at. I've seen a better cut field than this. And I've seen a field cut without missing bits all the time, but at the end of the day all I'm doing is lining it up and silaging it, and this is only going to grow back again, so it's not going to miss too much. I actually don't know why it's missing some of the bits I'm hitting, because it's going through the mower but it's leaving it, which is a bit weird. But not to worry too much. It's quite hard getting a straight line. That's probably why some people stick this on hire a worker. You can't put it on hire worker. Alright. Don't know how you keep a straight line then. Without skills. Starting to look like a field shape now. So I think what we're going to do now is when this is done we'll line it up and then we will go back to that field which we finished harvesting, and if you remember we've got a bit of drilling to finish off there, so I want to get that done. There's not much to do, so leaving that bit's a bit silly really, and then we'll go from there. Probably do a bit more forestry because I'm getting into that and I'm starting to get better at it slowly, and hopefully we won't have any more glitches on it. But if anything else crops up then we'll have to do that first, but as far as I can see that is the next plan of action for whenever, tomorrow probably, and then we'll see how the silage is doing and then the manure as well because that's filling up, and then whether we need to give them any more straw and any feed. That'll just depend on what happens on the day really. I should think they will need some more feed soon. I'm going to feed them in those troughs inside. Their outside trough is still pretty full, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I want to concentrate on getting that silage clamp done as well, so there's a lot of things to work towards here. And time is pressing on, so we will have to do things quickly. Especially as I am obviously skipping the night to do these videos, which costs me maintenance. That's why it's a bit tougher than normal, and we're playing on hard, so there's a few reasons why the income is pretty slow at the moment. But like I keep saying, we're on the right track to getting a up and running farm in profit. We are in profit, which is quite amazing really. So if we just keep doing what we're doing, then before not too long we should be a pretty productive farm, I would say. And I also want to get some sheep because I want to see the wool. I want to do the wool, and then because we've got the front loader we can transport the wool, and I want to sell that. I want to get some more chickens. We'll have to do the chickens' eggs soon actually because we've not done that for quite a while now. And then we will be on the right track. So hopefully you are enjoying these series of Let's Plays. Like I said before, I haven't really done many Let's Plays before. But yeah, they seem to be getting views, so I'll keep doing them. And I've had likes. No dislikes, which is always a good thing. Definitely something to note down, that if you get a dislike, why do you get a dislike? That's with some of my other videos. I get why people dislike them, because they don't like it. But why dislike it without mentioning it in the comments? If you don't like my video, you might want to tell me so I can improve in the future. Don't just give me a dislike and then forget about it. Also, if you give me a like, why do you like it? Because then I can keep doing what I'm doing and avoid getting dislikes, and that would help my videos, because to be honest I like doing YouTube. It's a good thing to do, I think, because if I'm going to play games, which I do play video games, then why not record them? It's something else to do, and lets people see how you play the game, and I like to see how other people play the game as well. So we're going to go and grab the turner, the rake, and we're going to rake all this up ready to collect, which we might even be doing today, if all things go well. We don't need to tether it today because we're not doing hay. We're only doing silage. Whoa. We've used about half a tank of diesel now. This is our main tractor. In fact, it's our only tractor. We do need to get another one. I keep saying we're going to get another one, but our money isn't exactly great. But if we can keep going as we are, then we'll be okay in not too long to upgrade our machinery. So let's get this going. We'll go upwards and then down, do a headland, and then we can turn around properly. Now one thing I try not to do on this is overlap too much, because otherwise each row is an unequal turning distance apart, and it makes it harder when collecting it again. And I hate missing bits because you can't really collect the bits you miss. And they stay there for ages. So if we just go around the headlands a couple of times, then it should make it much easier to do. If someone else was here to take the headlands up with the forage wagon, it would be much easier because you wouldn't keep swath turning them. And you could also not keep turning it off, you could just keep going round and sorry, you can keep going round in one continuous loop. I need to think about what I say before I speak, it just comes out as gobbledygook. Yeah, it's running up well. I did do two multiplayer videos actually, and if you search my channel you'll find those. And multiplayer is a really fun way of doing this game, but when you've got bad internet, like me, it's sort of unplayable at times, especially with the forestry, because it creates so much lag when you're doing the trees that you can't really do it properly. Now my PC is pretty high spec, pretty high end really, and I can run this on high graphics with fraps running at a fairly decent frames per second, and there's no issues at all. But it's a shame that my internet speed has to let it down, because there's nothing I can do about internet speed. It is what it is, and it's not getting upgraded anytime soon. It's pretty much the worst in the UK, and there's nothing that would allow me to do a multiplayer video properly, I don't think, until it's upgraded. So I would want to do that. I want to do a proper multiplayer forestry video, because I know that forestry is really good with 2 people or more. But until either we have a different internet connection or BT sort of improve things, then we won't really be able to do that. And it's not even like changing providers is going to help, because it's still the same line. So it's a shame really. Ooh, coming off track there. Missed a bit, don't like doing that. Oh no, we're missing loads. Hate doing that. That's me not looking where I'm going. I always find it hard to think of things to talk about in these videos because... Whoa. Except for my appalling driving, of course. That's fairly easy to talk about. Because, yeah, I'm sat here, obviously doing the video, and, well, I've got to always be thinking about what should I talk about next. Now, talking about PC games like I was yesterday, I can go on about that for hours. But the thing is, I don't think many people want to hear about it, to be honest. Now, I could go on about my computer, actually, my PC. I built it May 2013 from scratch to replace my previous one, which was built by some PC building people, and it was somewhere in the region of £380 back in 2011 or January 2011. And to be honest, it wasn't too bad for the price that I paid, especially considering the amount. I worked it out when I did it. How much will it cost me if I buy the parts and then put it together, and it turned out to be only around £20 cheaper if I did it myself. And back at that point in 2011, end of 2010, it was Christmas time really, I think, I couldn't just make myself, I couldn't think I can definitely build a PC. I just didn't want to have that risk of me buying these parts and then breaking something. I just didn't have the confidence. So I had done PC rebuilds before, changing stuff and upgrading stuff and all that, without any issues. I've never broken anything in a computer before. And I've done all kinds of stuff with them. But when you're talking about a high-end PC, now this one I've got now, running now, was almost £600 back in May 2013. When you're spending that amount of money on each part, you don't really want to be, you know, sort of with static electricity. You don't want to be frying your stuff before you've even used it for the first time, because I doubt that would be covered under warranty. So I just couldn't pull myself to do that. I could not bear the thought of breaking a, I don't know, £100 piece of hardware immediately without even using it. So I didn't. I bought one pre-built for 380ish. Then I change my PC about every 3 years or so, whenever I feel like it. Really, I can do it anytime. So I then thought, in about April 2013, about 2.5-3 years later, I thought, I'm going to at least attempt to do it. I mean, what are the chances of me breaking something? If I'm wearing an anti-static wrist band thing that goes on your wrist, that stops the electric going through your components if you're doing it. Don't do it on a carpet, do it on a hard surface. I'm not going to fry anything, am I? So I put it all together, bought all the parts, and no problem at all. Built it, and it's still running today, so I would never hesitate again about building my own PC, because now the first time, like I say, £20 difference, might as well just buy it from someone else who's already done it, especially if you don't have the confidence to do it. But this time, with parts being more, well, I'd say cheaper if you know the right places, obviously genuine ones, you might as well build it yourself, because nowadays, well, I say nowadays as if it was 20 years ago, but just 3 years later, for some reason, the parts are considerably cheaper if you buy them individually than it is if you buy a pre-built PC. Now, I'm assuming people have caught on to the idea of fooling people into thinking it's a really high-spec PC, which it probably is, and they can go and stick a price of £1,000 on, even if it's only worth 500. So yeah, I took the step of building one myself, and really impressed. I took the graphics card out of my old one. I didn't upgrade it because it runs fine. It runs all my games fine. It's not a very high spec one, which is another reason why I'm so impressed with it. I will be changing it sometime soon. Next time I change my PC, which won't be this year, it won't be next year, probably about 2016 now. I don't really change it as often as I used to. I mean, this is my... what is it? My 5th PC since 2001. My first one I got when I was not very old. Cost me £1,000. Not the amount of money you want to be spending when you're only about 9 or 10. What was it? It was really low spec. It had a 20GB IDE drive in it. But yeah, it cost me a fortune. It came with a inkjet printer, box monitor, you know those boxy screens, not a LCD flat screen. And yeah, it was about £1,000, 2001, and it was really bad. It was really bad. The printer broke immediately. Computer lasted about... I got it in 2001. It started to smoke in 2004. No, 3. Started smoking. That was a bit worrying. That was weird. That was weird. I started up one day, and being not very old, I got a bit panicky. It started to stink. It smelled a bit like dead rats or dead mice. I have no idea what happened to it. I just switched it off and put it outside, and that was the end of it. I should have really salvaged it and looked into it. There's probably nothing really wrong with it. Probably a short circuit or something. But I had no knowledge of PCs at all. Everything I know is self-taught. I can remember in 2001 I had Word, Microsoft Office and Word and all that. 2000, and I used to just play around on that for ages, hours on end, working out all the different things you could do on it, all these different functions, and I used to find it really interesting. I used to love doing all that. And then it would have been around 2007 when I first took my computer apart, basically just to see what all the different components are, what to do with them all, what they will do, where they're located, how to install them, and just ripped one apart, put it all back together. Didn't break anything, which I'm proud of. And it's definitely something which made me learn a lot about PCs. Now, I'm the kind of person where it doesn't really matter how much you throw at me. If you read out of a book and throw it at me, I probably won't learn much. I have to physically do it myself in my own time without having any forcing from anyone else telling me what to do. If I was given a PC and was told, here, change all this stuff, take the CPU out, put a new one in which will fit this motherboard, put a new video card in, all that, I could do it easy. But if I was sort of forced to do it, or I hadn't really done it before and someone told me to do it, then I would get really panicky and would probably break something. So yeah, I'm sort of on about nothing really now. Probably boring everyone, but yeah, that is pretty much how I came into computers. Video games, always played them ever since I got my first PC. We're going to put a bit here, give the rest of the cows. That should do. But yeah, I'd never hesitate to build my own again, or build anyone else one. Obviously someone I knew, not some random person. Yes, it's working. What about this side? Does it work? There we go. Yes, we are feeding the cows. They should be happy now. Let's see what the productivity is. Productivity, 44%. Yes, we're on the right track. Liquid manure, yeah, it's going up. So is manure. They're both going up. We need to do some silage at some point. We've got grass. Straw, milk tank, yep. Maximum capacity of the feeding trough suffices to feed the animals for 6 days. Wow. There is quite a lot in there, to be honest. Okay. Let's continue. I do like doing grass. I can't wait to bale them. I want to get a baler and do the bales. I like doing bales. Round bales, pretty good. The round bales are the one thing they do though, because they fit in the bale shredder. The square ones don't, without ramming them, and then the bale shredder explodes. Or the bale explodes and goes flying across the map. So the round ones are the ones we're going to do. I think the round baler is more expensive, but it's definitely worth it. And, well, at this close range to the farm, we won't need to get an auto stacker or anything. We'll literally just grab the bales and transport them to the yard and feed the cows. Eventually we'll get an auto stacker, because then I can keep loading the sheds. But at this time we can't really, because we're not going to be able to afford that, and a tractor and a combine and whatever else I said we were going to buy. A baler. So one thing at a time. Definitely not an auto stacker to begin with. I seem to remember this filling up slower before, this wagon. It seems very quick. I haven't put any fertiliser down, which is strange, because it seems to be filling up way quicker than it used to. Not sure why, but it is. No bad thing though, because it means we get more. Don't know where that came from, that bit there. Muddy tracks. I'd like to get this field done today. We should have enough time. It's going to be a long video though, because I started it at 5:30 and, well, it's 5:30 in the afternoon now, so it's going to be one of my longer ones. It's going to take me longer to upload though. How long do you think it takes me to upload an hour-long video of Farming Simulator? 6 hours? 10 hours? No, not 10 hours. I wish it was. No. Around 18 hours for one video. And I do 2 a day actually. And my laptop is constantly running, uploading these videos. Which upsets me really, because some people can upload a video in, well, I don't know. I've never experienced it. Probably a few minutes, can't you? You know who you are, you lucky thing. If only I had that internet. It is annoying because I've got to leave it on all night and all day. It doesn't get a break. It's using excess power. Power which it doesn't really need to use if we had fast internet. So it's a shame. But I like to get these videos out there. Our clamp's getting bigger. Wow, that's steep. We dumped it all in the same place. We'll have to start running that down, driving on it. Not too much left. One thing I don't like doing is recording these videos if it's gone dark in the game. I don't know why, I just don't like doing it. I think it makes video quality look fairly bad because you can't really see things as well. Nice clear sunset or sunlight or sunrise, that's the best way of filming. That's another thing, I've always been interested in photography. Not too much when I was younger. I've always had a little camera to do, play around with, take a few snaps. But since I got my expensive camera, I've liked to do sort of naturey photos, trees, woodlands, forests, all that kind of thing. It's just been something which I find inspiring. I like doing woodlandy photos, anything with green in really. Nature, green, I don't know, it's just something I like doing. And I like walking around woodlands and stuff. Peaceful areas. And you can't beat cutting the grass, can you? Seriously, it's a fun thing to do. I've got, in real life this is, not in the game, well, the most ride-on mowers I've had at one time, probably around 6 or 7. I'm down to 3 at the moment, a diesel and 2 petrols. I'm getting rid of the 2 petrols next year though. And just keeping the 1 diesel. Wow, I'm down to my 1 diesel. Most people would only have 1 ride-on mower, wouldn't they? Not me. But I'm starting to clear them out so I can buy more. Anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Like I said, what we were doing before, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. So, yep, the sun is setting. Toodaloo.